Alright guys, today we're going to put together a cheap greenhouse off Amazon. It was under $100. This is currently where I store my hay. This little little plastic dealie. It's blown over a couple times in the wind. You can probably see it's all bent and stuff, but it is pretty good. I got up under the pine tree, kind of shade it, but I got the greenhouse. I'm going to use the greenhouse in the spring, but right now we're going to put it together and hopefully store hay in it. So let's get it out, check it out. Like I said, it was like 98 bucks, 89, I don't know, shipped 98 bucks, so under 100. It's 10 foot by, big ass mosquito, 10 foot by 7 foot by 7 foot, I believe. I don't know what I need to install it. As you can tell, I can hold, I think it's, I can actually fit 20 square bales in there, surprisingly. But it's very cramped. My plan is to probably get a 6x6s and make a 6x6 base around the bottom. Oh, I heard some metal poles. All right, I was wondering if it had plastic poles or not. So I'll cut it open, I'll get everything out, and then we'll put it together. It should just snap together, and hopefully it doesn't rain, because it's looking pretty pretty cloudy. So possible rain, I don't know yet. We'll see. But I got my other lens back on. I had that macro lens on this, which it works for like this, but if I back up a bit, the video was kind of blurry a bit, so I don't know. I'm just getting the hang of camera stuff. But let me cut it open, get stuff out, and I'll be right back. All right, as you can see, I just opened the box and popped it open, and this is what we got. It is a green one. They do have white versions. It's nice they put all the individual ones in packs. When I did the chicken thing over there, I didn't film it, but when I did that little chicken thing, nothing had labels. They just put stickers on things. So this is nice for individually packed. Keep things separate. It don't feel too bad. It kind of feels waxy. It has like a wax coating. My pops had one a long time ago. His was down in the woods. This will be, I don't really know. Maybe right in this area. I'm gonna try to push this fall into spring raised beds. We're gonna put raised beds all up in here. So all up in this area, covered with fence, put the roof on the bridge, fence it, keep animals out. We do have to do a little fox hunting later. From a little bag, I'm gonna say, I'm not sure what hardware it'd be. Maybe like 90s and stuff. Let's find out what hardware we got. Huh. It come with 2 pairs of gloves. I mean, they're like Chinaman gloves. They're super tiny, but 2 pairs of gloves is pretty neat. That's not bad. Ooh. Bunch of plastic clip ends. Okay. They come with some anchors. Anchor in the ground, which like I said, I didn't know there was. Sort of looks stainless. I doubt it. I did not know it had hardware. I thought it all just kind of stuck together. Oh, it's wing nuts. Wing nuts. It's not too bad. So, 2 different hardwares, plastic caps, wing nuts, and this is what it's gonna look like, kind of like a Quonset hut. It's a little up and over. I got it a week or 2 ago, but it's just been raining and raining. So I may run and get my impact driver bits thing just so I can make it quicker. And all right, basically not bad. I guess it doesn't have. Instructions are a little. I'm just gonna start sticking shit together. And there's the top. You got your little curves and your bar. So yeah, there's no elbows or nothing apparently. That's interesting. You know, a lot of things like that thing had T's and elbows and I guess that's how they can keep the price down. They don't have to manufacture welding tees. They can just bend a little curve here and there. Fairly straightforward. All right, so let me, where do we want to start? So 4s and 1s. Yeah, little asshole rooster over there. He tries to. Yeah, let's go. He's a mean guy right there. There's a rooster in there with the goats. Yeah, he's not nice. He might end up in a crock pot, but I figure this spot's not too bad for it. I might run it this long ways this way, maybe. I'm not sure. Kind of want to run it maybe that way, but then it's kind of going to be like an uphill. So. Then eventually, up on this hill, we're going to dig in and make a subterranean greenhouse. Pretty much concrete walls in the ground and just like a clear roof. I think that'd be pretty neat. So we're gonna need our number 4s, which should be these curves. Those are number 3. Oh, 3s and 4s. 4. A no numbered one. So there should be 4 4s. Oh, there you go, 4 4s, and there's like 8. I can hear a little doodle and owls barking her head off. Let me go get little Doodles and bring her out, hold her to the bridge so she can hang out here with us. And that's the thing about animals. We got old Doodles out. She's out running around. And then you have the goats. They're gonna be butt heads. Okay, let's get up, get you set right there. All right, so we're gonna get our number 4s. We'll build our top piece, and then we'll probably build from there where we can just slowly lift up and up. That's usually how I'll do it. They're kind of showing, they want you to, it's weird. You build the top, set it to the side, then you build one wall up and then the other wall up. I'm gonna do differently, I think. I don't know. Might build the roof and then start building the walls and then kind of stand up. I don't know, we'll see. What we got? So now we need a number 1s. There's 2s, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2s. Those are 2 packs of 2s. Okay. Number 1. Number 1, I order you take a number 2. Okay, this is number 1s. So we're gonna need how many? 1, 2, and 3. All right. So 1, and 2, and 3. How do we connect them together? Yeah, see, they're tricky right there. All right, so there's number 4, then there's a 1. 4, a 2, 4, a 2. All right, so almost got me. So we just need a 1, 1. All right, so we're gonna get a 1. Take away 2 of the 1. We'll grab us a 4. We'll drop a 4 here. Boop. I'll show you the difference. All right, your 1 has no flare. Your 2 has a flare in. This is gonna go in like this. And your archway is gonna go over it. So you're making one continuous piece. I get it. I think I put a lot of crap together. All right. We're technically making one continuous piece, but the 1 is a hair shorter, so I'm gonna make sure I put it the one direction I'm going. This greenhouse is 10 foot long. There's a little bit of a ding in the, oh, there we go. Let's go on the yay direction. And at every intersection, we're gonna have a curved down piece. Supposed to be 7 foot high, 7 foot wide. Okay, and there, and there, there, and there. And if we're doing it here in the south, watch out for these little bastards. So red ant mound, fire ant mound, you don't want to step in that. Mag, you leave the rooster alone. You leave the rooster alone, Doodle. Come here, Doodles. I'll take a doodle break. Doodle break. Oh, Doodles. Oh. Doodles. Doodles love attention. Come here, Doodle. Hi, Mag. Say hi, Maggie. Say hi. Say hi to everybody on YouTube. Are you too busy with the rooster? Say hi. Yeah, you do. All right, let's get back to this. All right. This is what they want you to do, which isn't going to work good. As soon as you start doing this, it just falls over this way, that way, this way. This is going to be your corner. Your lower one's going that way, your higher one's going that way. And your cross bracing is going to go in between your two. See how it's in between? What I advise, if you're doing it by yourself, is what we're going to do is start the other side, come this way, so we can arch up. And it'll support itself. Then we can work our way that way. Because this way, you're gonna get pissed off, plus it's gonna fall and bend. So I got it kind of propped up. There ain't no way I'm gonna get that, and that, this whole one side arched over and then build the other side. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna get all my pieces, come from that end, and start this front arch. And maybe even the back one. And then it'll sturdy up a bit where we can continue. Your 6 and 7 pieces right here. They're just basically the same thing. One's flat, one's end. Put your bolt in. Make sure your flat parts are, going this way. All your bolts always going towards the inside. It's not hard. Directions are kind of not very clear, but there ain't no way by yourself, really, unless you start getting strings and stuff and propping everything out, you're going to build half. So my advice is we're going to build this front one hoop. And then probably do the back hoop, put the top on. And then we can build our way up all the way around. And it'll be a lot more secure if you're doing it by yourself. If you got someone helping you, they can sit here and hold it. But other than that, let me get it laid out and set the front hoop up and I'll be right back. Well, okay, if you don't build the top first, lesson learned, you're gonna need that one top piece to help hold you up. It wants to go all over the place. Because you have to kind of leave it a hair loose because, it's gonna have to be aligned. So, yeah. It's, I want to say it's not hard, it's just annoying with one person. So, I guess I kind of put it up against the house, leaned up against there, let it lean up, but I got my crosses in. Once I start getting a few more put in, it's going to stiffen up a bit. So. But yeah, skip what I did in the front video. Don't do your top because you're going to need your cross pieces. If you're vertically challenged, you're going to need a step stool, I guess. But it'll make your life easier in the long run if you don't do that. Because I was going to say build just the top half, but everything's kind of linked to each other. Like that's linked to the cross piece, down piece. So far what I found, it's going to be better to not do your top first. That's going to be your last step. You'll put it on and tighten everything down. So that's my conundrum right now, is just linking everything together. Linking it all together and then start to stand it up. Hopefully she doesn't fall over. Which I got that one, and I got that one. Ooh, I did that wrong. Oh no, I got it right there. Sweet, sweet. Alright, so we should be able to get the other curve piece. Number 3. It's kind of wanting to lean over a little bit. I see it. Maybe I can get this piece in and brace it a little. You want to cross. It's just 3 pieces usually tie in with 1 bolt, so be mindful of that. And then you also want to be making sure you got all your pieces tied in at the same time, so you're not trying to take things back apart. So now since we got that, we can bring this one up and bring this one up on over and there, and I forgot to grab the curvy bit. Let me grab that. That's gonna lock in up here. Unfortunately, I may have to stop working on this in a minute because it seems like it's wanting to rain or something. Of course, I didn't want to build too far from where I want it because it doesn't, I feel like it'd be not easy to move this boy. Jeez. Not bad. I don't think it's 7 foot because I am 6 foot and it's only about 2 or 3 inches from my head. So I guess Chinaman, probably 7 foot to him maybe. But once we put the 6x6s around, it'll be definitely roomy enough. Width, it's probably about 7 foot wide. So I'm not sure how they figure out the height ways, but okay. So there we go. It's already, almost stepped in that ant mound. See, now we're already, woohoo! Look at that curve. Anyway, good God. I did not notice that until right now, over here. Which it'll, you know, these twist and turn a little bit. Our bar's gonna run across to line it up, so it's not bad. Everything's kind of loose. So now we need our 5s, which this was an 8. I need to throw it at the end before I get messed up. 8 at the end. There's a 5 right there. So boom. I'll keep looking at directions because it is. I ain't gonna lie, they're not the best, but they're not the worst either. So we got our 8-5. Already got our 2 down there. So now I need to run another 5. And 6 and 7 is that other, these little braces here. Which that's what your little short ones are for, little short screws. Oh, there's down wrench. Sweet. Alright. And I give you just enough. You ain't got no extra. You just put these 2 guys together. These ones don't fit too good. This is gonna be a flat end. I had to find it. I had to kind of push it down. Slide the one end in, and this one fit good apparently. But all the other ones I had to kind of twist it and then screw it in pretty much. So you get this little assembly built. So you got your one assembly. Woo. Goes in the corner to your 8. Your 8's gonna go yonder. All right. All right, so I already got the other one built. So we got all them 1 pieces used up, which is good. So then we got our 1-5. So we need our next 5. Or 2. That's why I needed a 2. So now let's dig around for a 2. Which maybe you don't want to do what I did, was throw everything out because it's more of a hassle. But there we go there. Let's find ourselves a 5. There's a 5. All right. So these corners have a bunch of junctions in them. I'll get you over here. I'm sure there's 1,000 videos on this, but you know. What do you guys think about buying me a coffee? Should I set up a buy me a coffee account? It's kind of like a Patreon. You guys can donate money for projects like this. Yeah, I do make money, but also not enough money for a bunch of projects. All right, so we got our 2s. Here is another 2. It'll slide in, and then boom. Then our 5 is gonna go on the outside. Make sure your hole's lined up top because the bolt needs to go through. And we got our, this dealie is gonna sandwich in between the 2 poles. So what I did is I ran my long bolt through, and then I'd run this dealie through, and then get it through this dealie. And you're holding 17 dealies here. There we go. And just start the wing nut a little bit, just to hold everything together. There it is. It's kind of held together. Okay. And then maybe we'll just do the corner while we're here, which is an 8, a 2, and a 2. And it looks like there's an ant mound here, so we got to be careful. All right, so we got 8. Your little shoulder part's going up as usual. Doodles. She barks a lot. She sees a lot of things. All right, so corner. We got our 6-7. Boom. We got our 2. This cross piece is lower, so it's gonna be on the lower hole. Yeah. It turns out if you turn it the other way, then you won't be able to fit your arch part. So let's just get this piece on because it's technically just 1 and 1, and it bolts together. Oops. I think she goes on the outside though. Is she on the outside? I put that on the outside? Yeah. Yeah, it goes on the outside. I imagine if you reversed it, it might be a problem with putting your plastic on, maybe, if it goes down this far. These two are 1 and 1. All right, that's good. This outer pole, it runs on the inside. Just double checking. Double checking. Okay. And threads are a little not too good on that one. There we go. All right, now we're gonna make sure we get our, up here we're gonna need our, there's no point doing this corner piece yet. This one here, we need to put our, the other piece slides in and bolts. It's not bad. Which is gonna be our number, I'm trying to work backwards is the problem. A 2. 2 should have that little shoulder. See how it has the shoulder? Shoulder's gotta go in, which goes into this. It's like someone said, the day you stop making mistakes, it's the day you're probably not alive anymore. So now we gotta get our curvy piece for right there. Just be careful not to get your curvy pieces mixed up, because ones are 3s and ones are 4s. What's the difference? Difference is there's no hole in the center. This one don't have a hole. So here we are, this intersection. Cross bracing goes the other way. So we can slide this down on, let's make sure we're on the inside, and then the outside. So again, we'll slide this down. Alright, shouldn't fit too good, but we're there. Shouldn't be anything else that goes through that. Oh, yep, there is. There's a piece goes in there. Look at that. Almost did it again. We're kind of working backwards on this side, but that's just because I started there and then I found out that their instructions are kind of not working that way. I'm sure the guys in the factory, they probably had like 75 Chens and Wongs helping them, so probably everybody had their little piece to hold. Right now it's just me. I'm off on a Friday, which is nice, so boom. Which this piece seems kind of, but not too good. Okay, now we're to the corner, which is going to be curvy piece, that piece, and our cross support. So let me grab another curvy piece. Okay, long bolt wing nut. There's our piece. And she faces upwards. That's not, oh, almost forgot. And that goes in between. And here we start to pull the whole side together, sorta. There we go. All right. This wing nut's not, oh, there she goes. Ground's not super flat, so part of the problem a little bit, but there you go. Got the curvy pieces going up. Got our wall, our 2 angle braces. The only thing I don't like, I don't know if it has 2 doors or not. I'm saying if it didn't have 2 doors, I'd like another angle brace in the back. But it depends how well that tarp does. A tarp does pretty good. I may just get some 2x4, well, get ahead of myself. We're gonna 6x6 it maybe. Again, I just want it for hay. I may just get some pallets and stack in here or something. But it'll hold a good bit of hay. That little shed holds about 20. I gotta hold, what, 60 in here maybe? I don't know. It's no big deal. One of you guys could probably figure the math out on the size of hay bales, but they're all tad different, not all the same. But okay, that's basically what you gotta do to help you get it up. Yeah, help you get it by yourself. That's what she said. But anyway, that's what I've come across that helped me stand this up without pushing it in the trash can and saying, no, never mind. Because if you try to have all this individual, if you try to not have these holding it up and you just try to build this wall, you could probably build it laying down, try to stand it up, but then you got to try to stand the other one up, put the top. This is how I find it's gonna work. And I see I messed up and I got a wing nut on the outside, which I got flipping around. So I'll get back to you when I get the metal framing on, because it's just gonna be the same on this side, and then the bar across the top. So Alright guys, I moved it this way because that's the way I'm going to put it to minimize the wind blowing over it. It's not too bad. I got the bar, but I do believe you're going to have a much easier time. Build this little corner, build that corner, put this piece up. 2 of them. Once you get 2 of them, you're pretty decent. And go along. I'm going to go tighten everything down a little more. Tighten down the top. Just be careful because you can just keep tightening until you crush it. Now little plastic things won't fit on the end. Which you got a bunch of these little plastic end caps that you put on the corner end pieces to help. Little things right here. I guess you put them on the end here, and they're gonna help stop it from eating your tarp up. Let's see. Well, I mean, I'm just using the wrench to hold the back side, and I'm just turning this, and it. I mean, I could. Yeah, I'm crushing it. So, just careful with that. You can over tighten too much. I could see it bowing the cap out, so I'm gonna stop on that piece and all that. So you just gotta be cautious. I would say put the end caps in first before you tighten them down, because you probably won't get the end caps in afterwards, because it's gonna start shrinking the tube down. You start making it out around, and there. So I just go until I see it swishy a little bit, and then I slow down. So let me go around, hit all the bolts I can, make sure they're tight, and then we'll get to the fun part. See how much fun it is to get that over top of it by myself. Luckily it's not too tall. I didn't buy the big one. I've seen the ones, they got one just like this that are, oh shit, what are they, 40 foot by 20 foot or something? I just don't know about that. If they're made out of the same metal, I wouldn't bother, because it just get crushed. This, if you live in a place that snows a decent amount, it's probably gonna crush it, because this little curve, there's not much support. I could probably just walk in the center and just pull it straight down. So that is not very reassuring. If you got a nice sheltered spot for it, which this spot is, I got my tree in my little shed, so hopefully, and the bank's right there, so the wind may blow right over. I'm up on top of a mountain, so we do get some pretty good winds, but for under $100, and I can store a bunch of hay and keep it dry for the winter, I'm not gonna be too disappointed. You know, a blue tarp isn't really gonna do a whole lot either, so. Video's running long, sorry, but I like to run my mouth, I guess, so. Let me turn it off. I'll tighten them down, come back, and we'll see if we can get this tarp on. Let me set you guys here. You can watch me struggle. If it abruptly ends, GoPro battery died, or I got the flamethrower out and okay. I don't know what's what, which where, and what who's what. Not even a picture on the box of what I got, so. I see a zipper. Oh shit. I finally stepped in that ant mound. Move back this way a little bit. They're gonna be pissed for a little bit. Alright, there is a zipper in the door right there. So I don't think there's one on the other side. No, so this thing is weird, sticky, waxy, sticky feeling. Oh, it smells like, it smells like nasty fish. Barf. Ugh. It's touching me. Well, one thing amazed me, the wind did not kick up when we got this out. Of course, I'll probably wake up in the morning and it'll be like in the tree or something. There's some weird gust of wind. It actually fits fairly loose. I'm surprised. Cause it's got little screen flaps and everything for the side, like just little vents that open up. But that fit pretty loose. I would have thought I would have had a problem trying to fit it on there. It's a little crooked. The hair. We'll just have to pull it back forth a little bit. And inside has little ties and whatnot. The one my pops had was kind of like this. You got a Tractor Supply, but this was... He's not with us anymore, but it was... crap, I don't know, 10 years ago maybe. He had it up for a good while, but it felt thicker than this. It just, I don't know how to explain it, but it smells like fish and bait. I don't even know. Ooh. Let's go inside. All right. So right up in here. So in the camera it looks kind of white, but I can't tell right now. I haven't edited, but there's these little ties where you want to actually tie this to the tube. Just gonna put a good old bushcraft knot. It's surprisingly kind of saggy. I imagine when the sun hits it just being like a rubber feeling membrane that it's gonna tighten it up maybe? I don't know. Like I said back here, it's kind of, I mean, I can't complain too much for so many dollars, but I wish they would have let you pick which side had the wall or not and ran something across. Might get a 2x4 and just drill and screw it through just to give me a, what do you call it, some support back here. There's no cross bracing or anything. And there's extra. Goes on the ground, comes out, so it's not bad. Right now it's blowing in because I guess the breeze is coming this direction. I can actually get this one down at the bottom, around the bottom. Keep it from going up. Yeah, here she is. Like I said, I'm gonna go along, tie the rest of the ties down. Let me get out of here for a little bit because it's, if you're construction work, you know what being in a porta john is. It's not like that right now. But there she is. Like I said, it's sort of odd. It's loose. If you ever put stuff together, it's usually opposite. You can barely fit it together. So I think the sun may shrink it. It does have a screen door. It has tie down things, little strings for something. I've seen the pictures. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, like a little corner, and you tie it out. It's kind of like a tent. And I don't really want to do that. Then it has these little doors. It's a screen mesh, but you can peel that up and roll it up, and it's a vent. So that's kind of neat. May get a few sandbags and just lay along the edge. The edge is pretty wide, so that'd be neat. Which that'll help with if I put up on the 6x6s, then I can just scab a 2x4 up against it, and it'll keep it from whatnot. But you can see it's not windy. The wind's not moving branches or nothing. There must be a tiny bit of a breeze, but it's going that way. So I wanted that way, less footprint, but I don't know. May have been better here where the wind would blow up and over it. We'll see. All right, guys, let me get this finished up. Let me go check the smoker. I gotta go check the mail. I have some screws coming in for 8.6 blackout build. Just a little test. I have an extra stock laying around, so you guys probably ain't interested if you're watching this video, but I do appreciate you guys for watching. Do like and subscribe. We have plenty of stuff to come. This is the garden area, of course, and I got the grapevine trellis. We need to work on it because it's that 4x4 apparently just went. So I need to stouten it up, put one in the middle, maybe run another one. The grapevine's starting to take off. It's gonna take a few years. Bridge needs a roof. Another bridge over there. Water line run for the goats and water, and for the garden. Fenced in. And all this is gonna be raised beds. A nice sized garden. Orchard over there. Sunken in the ground greenhouse. And that's my chestnut tree. Love chestnuts. I'm probably gonna plant one on the other side of the ditch. So there's two, if I can find it. But I'll probably be 100 before that gets any chestnuts. So, all right guys, like I said, do like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.